This is awesome because we're talking about the average Joe or Jane that is sometimes living from paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so that you know, every one of us here living from paycheck to paycheck, are still doing a heck of a lot better than most of the world. We consider ourselves with first world problems as the end of the world, which is why I tell you, you go on a pilgrimage, you are going to see how fortunate we really are. I would never give this conversation and this talk to just any nation, but I know where I am. I know how much a meal costs out here. And so I do realize that we might be woeing and feeling sorry for ourselves because we don't have all of those luxuries, but that's why I'm saying the market is going to be determined by what we buy. And if we're just buying fluff is going to get more and more expensive, and the basics are going to get more and more expensive, which is why if we just focus on basic living and appreciating what we have rather than bemoaning what we don't, we're going to be actually happier people. Some of the people that I know who are very successful but live a very modest life told me their secret because they said, we grew up dirt poor, but my parents made sure we didn't know it, that we were poor. Because it's called dignity. I know a lot of rich people who have no dignity, and I know a lot of poor people who have tremendous dignity. It's about attitude. It can't be about a number. And to prove it, Jesus said, even just at yesterday's gospel, there's all these people donating to the coffers, but there's one woman who just donated nothing. 2 small copper coins. That's what she did to glorify God in the present. But you know what that was? It was an investment in her future. I know a mother who literally sacrificed for 5 years straight to allow her daughter to go on a pilgrimage, and it changed the daughter's life. So what we've got to do is stop worrying about what everyone else has and just be grateful for what we do have and to be conscious of what we're doing with it. Where did it come from? It was. What are we doing with it now? Is. And how is it being invested in the will be? How is my future and my faith going to be furthered? How are generations going to experience my generosity? So if anything, it's really about an attitude. An attitude, so corny, of gratitude. An attitude that really talks about the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God.